This broadcast is brought to you by the West Coast Eagles, foundation partner of the WAFLW, Kia, supporting partner of the WAFLW, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and streamer.com.au.
And a very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Revo Fitness Stadium on this bright Sunday afternoon for the conclusion of round 8 of the 2024 WAFLW season. At the end of the game, we'll be halfway through an exciting season of WAFLW football. Today, it's the clash between the top side of the ladder against the bottom side of the ladder. It is Claremont looking to make it 7 wins from 7 starts, taking on Peel Thunder, who have yet to win a game this season and have been struggling for form with a young lineup. Hello everyone, Paul Persick with you in the commentary box. It's great to have your company here at Revo Fitness Stadium on what is a very warm day. We're expecting a top of 31 degrees, so the players are going to be feeling the heat, no doubt about that. Claremont, they are the clear team to beat this year. They've won 6 matches from their 6 starts so far, while some have been a lot closer than they would have expected. While Peel Thunder, while they haven't had a win this year, they have been competitive, but struggling to score and coming up against a hard-to-beat backline. It does spell danger for the Thunder side. Claremont, they brought back the experience of Emily Bonser, who was playing for the WAFLW Academy side recently over in Adelaide, where they had 1 win and 1 loss. They've also got the exciting duo of Juliet Kelly and Eva O'Donnell among 5 changes into the side. Beck Anderson, the top-age tall, is unlucky to miss out and has been named as an emergency. Eva Campo also goes out. For Peel Thunder, they're continuously rotating the magnets all around the ground. Jade Hall is making her league debut today, of course over from North Beach. Used to play in her junior days at North Beach, and we wish her all the best for her league debut today. Kristen Rudler, Jessica Ruland and Charlize Thompson into the side this afternoon. In for Zoe Bailey, Holly Bilsich, Keely Hare and Jordan Thompson. Of course, there are a couple of good players for both sides. Bottom ager Juliet Kelly is a very good prospect out of defence, can play other roles, so she'll be one to watch out for today. Claremont, they have no shortage of stars in their side across the board, and it's more of a case for them today of where to look. Jessica Ritchie has been in terrific form. Case in point, her game last week had 16 hitouts along with 16 disposals and 3 inside 50s. Her follow-up work has been highly rated across the season in the WAFLW competition. Of course, both the sides will be tested by the conditions today. 31 degrees, no stiff breeze out on the ground, so it's going to be quite a challenge for both the sides. Peel Thunder have won the toss, and they'll be kicking towards the eastern end of the ground, aided by no breeze whatsoever here today at Lane Group Stadium. It's a game that is more how much rather than who is going to win this afternoon. It's going to be an exciting test for Peel Thunder, the litmus test, if you will, of the competition. This being the final game of round 8, the first half of the 2024 WAFL season. We'll go across the grounds for the other results in round 8, and it's been blowouts that has been the theme of this weekend of WAFLW football. East Fremantle with a huge win over East Perth, West Perth getting back on track, and Howe with an impressive win over an inaccurate Swan Districts. And South Fremantle, they're gaining some momentum after a 16-point win over Subiaco. The ladder, of course, will look like this. Claremont, no matter what the result, they'll stay on top of the ladder. East Fremantle, West Perth, South Fremantle rounding out 4. And in the bottom half, Swan District, Subiaco, East Perth, and of course the other side playing today, Peel Thunder, yet to register a victory today. A huge litmus test for Peel Thunder this afternoon against what is the strongest side in the competition, the former premiers, Claremont. They won the flag in 2022, and they'll be looking to get that flag back after losing the premiership last year in that thrilling grand final over at Lathlane. The umpires this afternoon, Leet, Sargent and Manifold, as they'll be gearing themselves up for this big game. The players are just about to get themselves into position for this all-important game. You're live on streamer.com.au, your home of WAFLW football in 2024. We're going to be halfway through the season following this game. How we are already in the end of April and halfway through the season, it is absolutely incredible. The first quarter is going to be thanks to our great partners at Kia, movement that inspires. It is going to be a very exciting contest as the players get into position here at Revo Fitness Stadium in Claremont, a sunny Sunday afternoon for what should be a very interesting game. of WAFLW football. Hope you can join us throughout the 2 hours of action that we'll be bringing you today. Starting off in the ruck is going to be Jess Ritchie, who's been in terrific form, and Gianne Evans, who only had a couple of hit-outs last week. She was well beaten in that ruck duel last week in that loss to East Perth. Away we go. Round 8 concludes with the clash between top and bottom sides on the ladder. Away we go. Both rucks miss it. Ritchie goes to ground. Ball hotly disputed across the centre circle. Evans, and that's going to be a free kick that'll go the way of the Tigers for a throw. It's going to go the way of Jamie Harkin, the Dara Kerr medalist. Brings play across the ground, and it's marked by Orm. Orm will take play to the corridor. It's a dangerous kick, and it's Unke Grove in her 20th game. Marks uncontested on half-back. Grove's going to take the ball to the outer wing, just over the head of McKinley, leading in the foot race against Wright. Good tussle for the football. It's been won by Wright. Unable to get the handball away, had opportunities, but she's pinged holding the ball. Brilliant tackle by McKinley, was able to stay with Wright in that one-on-one battle. McKinley has Bilsich going past, punishing kick towards half-forward. One-on-one here, Rudler was the intended target. Handball into space by Tuggy. Strong tackle there by Ruland. Was it without the ball? Umpire calls play on. Thompson back in the side for Pure Thunder, lays the tackle, and we'll have a ball up about 60 metres out from the Thunder's goal. Working it to the front is Ritchie. Harkin's handball smothered by Bilsich, and it will be a boundary throw-in on half-forward for Pure Thunder. Claremont won 9 of the 12 meetings so far against Pure Thunder in the current WAFLW competition form. Getting on the end of it is Nichols. Nichols bringing the ball to the corridor, into space, one-on-one. Winning the ball this time was Webb, able to get the handball out to Valentini, who centres the ball brilliantly. Marks taken by O'Donnell, plays on, kicks into space, searching for territory. Pure Thunder under immense pressure here in the back line. Handball out from Sexton, and now the Thunder look to clear the 50. That's a good kick, and it spots up Bilsich, who's seen a bit of the football early. Goes across the ground, intended for Jackman. Able to get clean possession. Goes around O'Donnell. Just got the kick away in time, but the O'Donnell pressure proving too much on this occasion. It's out of bounds on the full. And the free kick will go the way of the Tigers on left centre wing. Just by the beautiful apartment buildings here at Revo Fitness Stadium. As we await for Kate Orm to retrieve the ball over the fence. And we'll get back underway again. Kate Orm had the 16 disposals last week. She goes inboard on the half volley, and now the Tigers able to get it to the corridor. It's marked there by Wright. Searching ball. It's a floater, but it's marked by Ritchie. Ritchie has Wright going past. Handball intended for Harkin. Favoured by the bounce. Gets it out now to Orzel under a bit of pressure. Collides with a Pure Thunder player. Nichols. Valentini can't break free from the Grove tackle, forcing the stoppage. In fact, even better for the Thunder, Grove will win the free kick. Some good tackling and good resolve by the Thunder early on in their back six. Claremont usually very punishing when they get the ball into their forward 50. The Thunder being able to hold them down in the early minutes. Out of the back pocket go the Thunder, out towards half-back. But taking the mark on the chest is Ortlip. Ortlip will set up the ball. Dangerous kick. Grove quickly gets the handball out to Bilsich. Kicks across the face of goal. It was dangerous. Peel with the numbers, but able to put pressure on the Thunder player there was Nichols. Handball along the ground. Good pressure on the ball here by the Thunder. Harkin wrapped up in the tackle. And it'll be a ball up inside the Tigers 50. Just over 4 minutes played in this opening term thanks to Keir. No score has been added. Been a real arm wrestle in the early going. Winning it out is Ritchie. Orzel taps it to her advantage. Harkin. Handball into space. Able to go after it. Gets around the would-be tackler. Puts boot to ball. It's bending back, and that's the first goal of the afternoon. Jamie Harkin, the Dara Kerr medalist, strikes first. Here we see on the replay. Terrific work by Harkin. Had Wright going past for the handball, but faked the Peel Thunder defence out, found an opening, and then threw the ball to boot, and was able to get the goal. That's a good start for the Thunder. 1 goal straight to Peel Thunder, no score. Claremont with the first goal of the match through Jamie Harkin. Dara Kerr medalist continuing on her good form. Had the 23 touches last week. Playing a little bit more up forward, but she's been able to provide huge dividends for the Tigers as Wright is wrapped up. It'll be a ball up. Evans palms it down with 2 hands, getting the handball out to an under pressure Coucher. She's able to break free, swings onto the right boot. It's a centering ball, and it's marked by Britton. Britton has got it inside the centre square. Searching ball. Picked up there by Kelly. Good young recruit. And the Thunder are able to mop up. Bilsic. Searching ball inside 50. Strong tackle there by Thompson. And that holds the Tigers up on their half-back line. Bilsic again held up on the tackle. Getting on the end of it now is Bonser, back in the side after missing last week. Handball off to Orm. Orm kicks to a one-on-one. Spoil from behind from McKinley. Stood up in the tackle and got the handball out into space. Going in hard there was Jackman. Taken to ground in the tackle. And the umpire will call for the ball. They get it out to Dowson. Dowson going over the top to Sexton. The Thunder now find an opening. They had numbers at the back of the ball. Here's Grove. Long ball inside the 50 and a great mark in the pack. Rudler. Rudler has it just outside 50. Rudler spots up a target, but it was ineffective. It's Ortlip who marks uncontested. Claire Ortlip, one of the keys in that back 6 for the Tigers, goes across the face of goal and spots up Tucky. Tucky will centre it to the corridor. That's a good kick, and it's Emily Bonser who marks. Bonser goes across, taking it and going towards the wing is Nichols. Nichols spots a target further up the ground, and it's marked uncontested brilliantly there by O'Donnell. Orm. Orm spots up a target. Brilliant play here by Claremont. This could be rewarded with a goal from 35 metres out, and she is missed. That's good coast-to-coast football. They were able to set up across half-back, work their way to the outer side. They just weren't able to finish it off. 1-1-7 plays no score. That is on the Kia scoreboard. We've played just over 8 minutes in this opening term here at Revo Fitness Stadium. Sunday football, 31 degrees here at Revo Fitness Stadium. The Thunder under a bit of pressure early. Taking play towards half-back, and it's Hayes who marks on the chest. Hayes looking to spot up some options in midfield. She has to drive it down the line to a contest. In front there was Rayson, unable to keep it in play. We'll have a boundary throw-in. Be thrown in about 60 out from Claremont's goal. They're looking for their second of the afternoon. Peel had a couple of entries inside 50, but they haven't been able to convert. Fenton taken in the tackle. Play on, says the umpire. Sexton can't find daylight. In fact, that's Fisher, I should say. Orzell, hurried kick with the left foot, and it's marked by O'Donnell, about 55 metres out from goal. Spots an option in the pocket. Great use of the footy by the Tigers, and Bonser marks about 35 out. Good awareness there by O'Donnell, able to spot Bonser on her own in the forward pocket. Claremont, that's what they've done so well when entering inside 50, chipping to targets and not giving Peel any chance to restrict the Tigers' pressure in the forward line. Can Bonser kick the Tigers second? This will be from a difficult angle. She's gotten onto it. Has it got the distance? It doesn't. It's dumped back into play. Peel putting themselves back under pressure. It's a handball into dangerous territory. Fenton was the intended target. Great effort there by Fenton at ground level. Terrific work keeping the ball alive. It comes back to Fenton. She goes to ground a second time. The kick off hands. It's picked up by Dowson. Dowson's handball mopped up. O'Donnell's kick smothered. They concede about 5 metres here, do the Tigers, but it's picked up by Tompkin. Her kick just over the head of Orme. She's going to come up to meet it. In the pocket. Pulls it back across the body. It's going towards the tip of the square, and taking it over the line is Bradshaw for a behind. So Claremont now starting to pepper that goal. But they've only got one to show for it. They've also got a couple of behinds, but they do have that 1-2-8 lead. Halfway through this quarter, Peel Thunder have yet to hit the scoreboard. Driving ball towards half-back. Going to ground was Ahern, couldn't complete the mark. Harkin with the handball. Here's an opportunity for the Tigers. O'Donnell went to the well one too many times before she got caught by Bilsich. Play on, says the umpire. Fisher gets the handball away to McKinley. McKinley centering ball to the corridor into dangerous territory. Going up there was O'Donnell. Well played there by Claremont. It comes to Rayson. Slews off the side of the boot. It's in the pocket. Good hands. And now the Thunder cleared the defensive 50. Dowson first to it. Under pressure there from Orme. Dowson got the handball away. Jackman couldn't take clean possession. It's handballed out into space. Running onto it is Harkin. Was she held without it? Umpire letting it go. It's picked up by Bonser. Sends it to the hot spot. Players go up. Big spoil from behind. Claremont with the numbers here. Socket off the ground. Opportunity here for Claremont through Gilby. Goes onto the left foot. Didn't get all of it, however, and it's another behind. Eight minutes remaining in this first quarter, all thanks to Kia. Claremont, 1-3-9. Peel Thunder yet to score. Claremont looking again dominant, but not really showing on the scoreboard. Peel Thunder, they've played some good football to their credit. Peel able to take the ball to the outer wing. Ingram under pressure. Ball spills free. Kelly gets it back now. Good use of the ball by hand by the Tigers. Harkin, sweeping handball over the top. Centering kick. Couple of targets presenting. Just inside the 50 for Claremont. Orzel. Bonser comes back to Orzel. Brought down in the tackle. Just able to get the handball out to Bonser. Pulls it back, but not far enough. Bilsich standing underneath it. Spills the mark. And the umpire spotted a holding on. That's going to go the way of Bridie Jackman. She has the free kick on right half back. Bridie Jackman had the 12 touches last week in their loss to East Perth. She goes short and finds Ebony Bilsich. Playing game 60 for Peel Thunder in the WAFLW competition. Finds Grove, who, to her credit, has played a very good role so far in this first quarter on half back. She's going to drive it down the line. Orzel out the back. Couldn't complete the mark, but he's able to go after the loose ball. Handball out to Maynard. Over the top. Players converging on the loose ball. Great effort there by Fisher. Dangerous handball to Britton. Goes through the traffic, does Britton. Well done. Quick hands to Ingram. Long ball inside the half-forward line. Kelly gets around the tacklers. Smothered there by Ruland. And now Dowson comes up to meet it. A little bit of panic here by the Thunder. They're often handballing to players under pressure. They need to find some open options. Because Claremont, they're just getting in with some good close tackling. Kelly just got it away in time. Orme comes up to meet it. Pulls it back towards the outer wing. Getting first to it was Ahern. Gets wrapped up by Gilby. It'll be a ball up on at the outer wing. Other winners in round 8, East Fremantle with a big win over East Perth. West Perth getting back on track by demolishing Swan Districts, and South Fremantle gaining some more momentum. The 16-point win over Subiaco. Those 3 games taking place yesterday. Ball spills free. Good team tackle here by the Thunder. Play on, says the umpire. Centering ball to the corridor. Sexton looking for the mark, spills it. Valentini over the top. Orm just got the kick away in time. Picked up by Webb. Punishing ball towards full forward. One-on-one, in front racing. Good pressure in defence by Sexton. Handball comes out, it's jarred out the back of the pack. Bradshaw going in there. Puts her head over the football. Racing got the handball out. She gets it back, does Racing. Clever handball along the ground. O'Donnell. Bonser pulls it back from the boundary line. One-on-one. She'll be going for the big leap, but couldn't complete it. It's going to be a boundary throw-in. With 4.5 minutes to go on the Kia scoreboard, this first quarter of a Sunday football WAFLW action for 2024. The final match of round 8. Rayson pulls it out from the ruck. Quickly got the handball away, but it's the Thunder who enforced a turnover from the defensive half. The kick was touched off the boot. Claremont with the numbers here. Orzel, quick hands. Bonser from right on the 50, pumps it long. And that's a brilliant mark on the last line of defence by Savannah Ahern. Ahern takes play to the outer side, and that's marked by Coucher. Coucher, centering ball, Hutchison. Across the face of goal they go, and it's Britton. Britton with no options on the corridor, so she has to play it down the line. Long ball to a one-on-one. Fisher putting her head over the ball. Wrapped up by Nichols, and it'll be a ball up. Be balled up about 80 metres out from the Tigers' goal. Rudler. Jarred out the front. Getting through the traffic there was Wright. Centering kick. That is a good kick by Wright. And it's marked there by O'Donnell. She's got it 55 metres out. Spots up a target going past. It's Ortlip. Ortlip goes one way, then the other. Quick handball. Gilby hurries the kick towards the tip of the goal square. And it's marked with ease by Fenton. Well, Peel Thunder have put in a very solid effort in the quarter. They've only restricted a usually prolific Claremont forward line to just the one goal. Risky ball across the face of goal. Bradshaw marks on left half back. Bradshaw goes inboard. Ordinary kick. It's marked by Wright. Runs towards goal from 40 metres out. It bounces through. Gloria Wright increases the advantage for Claremont, 2-3-15 to no score. That's a late goal that Claremont desperately needed, as we see on the replay. The centering ball intended for Coucher, unable to complete the mark. She did get hands to it, but then Claudia Wright was able to swoop in and her eyes firmly fixed on the goals. Able to send that one from 40 metres out and get the Tigers second with just under 2 minutes remaining before quarter time. It's a late goal that Peel Thunder could not have done with. And that's the Claremont forward pressure for you. Whenever any opposition looks to clear the 50, the Tigers are bringing their numbers forward, looking to enforce any turnovers from anywhere. Winning it down is Ritchie. Orzel couldn't take clean possession. Great effort by Coucher. Goes one way, then the other. Combines with Bilsich. Handball smothered, and you guessed it, it's Wright. Providing a few headaches for Coucher. Hurries the kick inside the 50. Going after it is Arnott. So too O'Donnell. Can't break free from the Hutchison tackle. The umpire says, give me the ball. Ritchie. Nice gentle palm down, but the Thunder with the numbers able to clear the 50. But it's marked brilliantly by Webb. Webb's stabbing pass. It finds Wright. Wright has the ball about 75 to 80 metres out. Pumps it long to the hot spot. Who's going to go up? All the players stayed down. Sexton got hands to it. Goes one way when she should have went the other. She's taken in the tackle. And she is pinged for holding the ball. It's going to be a free kick going the way of Jacinta Valentini. This will be the last kick of the first term. She'll look to take her time and line it up about 15 to 20 metres out on a slight angle. This will be a perfect finish to the first quarter for Claremont. They struggled in the early minutes, but Valentini on the siren finishes off strong for the Tigers. And after one here at Revo Fitness Stadium, Valentini increases the Tigers' advantage to 21 points at the first change here at Revo Fitness Stadium. 3-3-21 to no score. We'll be back with the second quarter and all the quarter time stats right after this on streamer.com.au.
A goal for Cyrus.
They called him goodness gracious me. Plays along the ice into the net and scores. Gets the team off to a flyer. Giving it everything. It's a great goal.
And the celebration has been extraordinary upset.
Goalkeeper again came up big. The Cookie Monster. Any different shoulder there. One was for Eshin.
An amazing win.
Oh, what a goal that is!
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. This for my headage. Listen. Back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Welcome back to Revo Fitness Stadium here in Claremont on a bright and warm Sunday afternoon. The final match of round 8. And Claremont, again, having the dominant start, but some would say wasn't as aggressive and as ruthless as compared to some other first quarters that Claremont have had this season. They were made to work hard for their goals, but they still have a healthy 21-point lead, 3-3 to no score. Peel Thunder's backline producing a much better effort than what we have seen from the Thunder side in the first 7 or so games that the Thunder have played in the 2024 season. They really stood up to the early test. They laid some strong tackles, and they were able to get a couple of good intercept marks while Claremont were getting, those repeat entries inside that 50. But Peel Thunder had very few entries of their own inside that 50. 14-3 as a matter of fact, and every time Peel Thunder were able to get to that 50, they just weren't able to convert. Here was one of them. As you see on the highlights, it was a dangerous ball into that one. No leads were offered, and it made the task very difficult for the Thunder. But some good, strong tackling was one real positive that Ethan Norris, the coach of the Peel Thunder side, can take in following this quarter. 3-3-21 to no score here on streamer.com.au. Paul Persick with you in the commentary box. Along with the inside 50s, most of the stats, some are pretty even. The rebound 50s, 11-3 in favour of the Thunder. Only 2 more tackles Claremont had against Peel Thunder. and 17-16 marks in favour of Claremont as well. Quite a narrow margin between both sides in most of the team stats. We'll go over some of the leading possession getters. First off for Claremont, Emily Bonser, welcome return to the side. 9 disposals, Harkin with 8, Juliet Kelly with 8 as well. Eva O'Donnell each with 7, along with Kate Orme with 7 possessions. While for Peel Thunder, Emily Bilsich playing a little bit more across half back in that first quarter. Had the 7 touches along with Evie Coucher. Bridie Jackman had 6, along with Greta McKinlay. Savannah Ahern with 5, and Ebony Dowson also with 5. And the goal kickers for the Tigers, they were the only goal kickers, Harkin, Valentini and Wright in that first quarter. Back with you live here at Revo Fitness Stadium as the players are getting some all-important quarter-time messages from their coaches. Jack Schwartz, again, would be quite pleased with the the Tigers start, rather. The Tigers usually good in first quarters. They've won a lot of them this season. Those starts often set them up for big scores, even if against some of the other teams in the top 4, the likes of West Perth, East Fremantle, and also Swan Districts. Peel Thunder, Ethan Norris will no doubt be saying to his players, keep that effort in the back line going. Keep those close tackles coming. It's always very difficult when you're having to rely on your back line so much and you're not getting a lot of reward from your forwards, because Claremont able to control the game in their forward half for much of that opening term. 3-3-21 is still a decent reward for all the attacking that Claremont did in that opening term. The Tigers now getting into position for the start of the second quarter. Waiting for Peel Thunder to break free from their huddles to begin the second term. We'll look ahead in the meantime. Of course, after this game, we're halfway through round 8, halfway through the season, I should say. Halfway through what is an exciting 2024 season. And all of next week's games are on the Saturday of the Anzac Day weekend. Of course, Claremont will go to Steel Blue Oval next week at 12:10 to take on Swan Districts, who are needing a win to get back into the 4. Peel Thunder, of course, they will head up north to Pentanet Stadium for a Saturday night game against West Perth. But still business to tend to in this week's games. Second quarter, all thanks to the West Coast Eagles, proud foundation partners of the WAFLW and great supporters of women's football throughout this great state of Western Australia. Claremont keen to continue the momentum in this second term. Peel Thunder looking to reel them in. But what will be vital for Peel Thunder is getting some repeat entries inside 50 and impacting the scoreboard in the second quarter. Here we go. 21 points to margin, Claremont's lead. Jostle for the ball in that centre circle. Who's going to end in a stalemate. The 2 17s were going at it. Ritchie and Bilsich. Ritchie in front position, palms it down. Right, comes back to Ritchie. Kicks into space. One-on-one here, Rayson. Loses out this time in that contest to McKinley. Kick into dangerous territory. Harkin, handball out, was an awkward one. Coucher hands it off to McKinley. Throws it on the boot towards centre wing. Going after it with intensity there was Garlick. Gets it out to Orme, and now the Tigers are able to get away towards the half-forward line. Centering ball to a contest. Brilliantly picked up here by Gilby. Puts it on the boot towards the goals. And it's across the face for a minor score. But straight away, Claremont able to repeat what they did for most of that opening term. Control the game in their forward 50 and pepper the goals. Long ball towards half-back. And it's marked brilliantly there by Coucher. McKinley. Jackman. Ball's on centre wing. big battle for the ball at ground level. Tigers win it out. Garlick gets wrapped up in the tackle by two Peel players, Bilsich one of them. And we'll have a ball up on the outer wing. Peel able to find an opening. Fenton's kick was an awkward one. Nichols takes the ball and drives it towards the forward half. Evans, lovely hands. Gilby runs inside the 50, kicks to a one-on-one. Spoil from behind by Arnott. Almost conceded the free kick. Great work there by Arnott. Rayson able to go after the loose ball. Gets it off to O'Donnell. From 25 metres out, goes towards goal and misses to the near side. Thunder now taking the ball towards the back pocket. It was an awkward kick. Nichols got the spoil, follows it up with a handball to Bonser. Handball off hands. Fenton in two minds, able to get it off to Sexton. Pulls it back around the body, but goes only as far as right and is able to take the intercept mark just inside the 50. Goes looking for Rayson at full stretch, couldn't complete the mark. O'Donnell under a bit of pressure from McKinley. Handball into space, lumbering over it is Evans. Bonser off a step, pulling it back towards the goal square. It's Dowson leading in the foot race with Arnott. Dowson only just kept it in play. It was a real thin margin there between the boundary line and the ball. Able to get it off to Coucher, kicks to a one-on-one. Ortlip stabs at it, lovely ball by Ortlip, and it spots up O'Donnell inside the 50. Again, Claremont just forcing that pressure, keeping the ball in their forward half. And O'Donnell could reward them here with their fourth goal from 35 metres out. Doesn't make the distance. In front, the mark taken by Ortlip. Great mark, Adele Arnott. Adele Arnott marking at the tip of the goal square. She kicked 3 last week and is looking to hit the scoreboard for the first time this afternoon. And she steers it through. First goal of the second term for the Tigers, and on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard, it is now 29 to no score. As we see here on the replay, O'Donnell's kick didn't make the journey, but then Arnott was able to get up for the big fly and take it on the second attempt. And then follows it up with an easy goal. Claremont now continuing to maintain this advantage. Very healthy lead they've got, 29 to no score. Peel Thunder again having their backline work overtime to try and keep the ball alive and not concede any easy goals. But easier said than done. Evans wins it out. It goes only as far as the Claremont player who was pinged for holding the ball went to the well one too many times. That was Darkin. Free kick is going to go the way of Ebony Bilsich. Bilsich sizing up the options, elects to go towards half forward on the near side. Great play by Jackman. Kicks to the hot spot, over the head of Rudler. Gets it from the handball, pulls it back around the body, out towards the goal square. Awkward bouncing ball, waiting down was Kelly. Able to get the handball away. Nichols spots up Orm. Orm will go down the line. Orzel marks. Orzel will go inboard. Swooping in there for the mark is Gilby. Gilby only in her third game for the league side. Takes play to the corridor. On the lead is Tompkin. Tompkin goes across the ground. That's a beautiful kick. And it's Tucky. Tucky chips towards half forward. It's marked by Wright from 45 metres out. Shoots towards goal and it misses to the far side. Again, Claremont inflicting the switch. That's what they like to do. They switch it up to the far side of the ground, open up the play. But unfortunately, this time they haven't been able to get that maximum reward. It would have been a well-deserved goal for Claudia Wright, and another goal to really spark the team even more, as if their momentum is not high enough. They lead by 30 points. Again, they are looking the goods. Peel Thunder facing that litmus test. Sexton's kick was ordinary. Tompkins swoops in, goes towards the goal. And that was a very ordinary kick. Out of bounds on the full. And Peel Thunder will bring it into play from the back pocket. Ahern settles with the kick and it spots up McKinley. Dangerous going across the face of goal. Rayson was looking to swoop in, but getting into it was Grove, who kicks to Dowson. Dowson from half back. He's being told to get it moving. Dowson drives it towards midfield. Big pack at the forward of the ball. Coucher couldn't take the mark, but she's able to tidy up. Coucher kicks a high one, but able to get onto it is the debutant in Hall. Handball under pressure. Dowson unable to keep it in play. It's going to be a free kick. The umpire waving the lasso, so to speak. Of course, the lasso motion by the umpire signals at that part of the ground that it'll be a free kick against the team who last touched the ball. Claremont just looking dominant once again. That kick was anything but. Hall going in there, wrapped up in the tackle by Garlick. The umpire says, I'll have it. Looking for the big fist away was Moe. Again, Claremont's numbers win out. They're dominating the contested football. The kick was an awkward one, and Jackman marks uncontested. Under 11 minutes remaining on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. Claremont with a 30-point lead as Jackman pumps it long towards half forward. Out the back is Garlick with a clean pickup. Wrapped up in the tackle by Coucher. Umpire calls play on. Claremont cleared the defensive half. Stab pass to Orzel. Orzel combines there. Orzel gets taken out there by Bilsic. Good courage at the football by Bilsic. Follows it up by going through the traffic. Just got boot to ball. It's high. Claremont with the numbers. One of them was Ortlip. She marks on the chest. Ortlip goes short and finds right. Claremont again. Their numbers winning that contested football. That's been one of their strong areas. High ball towards the 50. Goes only as far as McKinley. McKinley down the line. It was a dangerous ball. They've been kicking to contest very often. Coucher brings her opponent to ground, that being Orzel. It'll be a boundary throw-in just beside our commentary position here at Revo Fitness Stadium. Thunder with an opportunity here through Britton. Her kick over the head of Ingram, who was the intended target. Well done by Orzel. Orzel goes down the line to a 2-on-1. Getting hands to it was Bradshaw. And it'll be a boundary throw-in. Ritchie in front position, got the tap out. Fisher worried out of it. O'Donnell wrapped up in the team tackle. The umpire says, I'll have it. It'll be on the edge of the centre square. Ritchie almost got her opponent out of it. Orzel through the traffic. She got cleaned up there. Play on, says the umpire. Fenton struggled to get the handball away. O'Donnell goes in after it. It's a good second effort by O'Donnell. Fisher can't break free, but able to get it out in time to Bradshaw. Hurries the kick across the ground. Keeping her feet is Hall under pressure. Good strong tackle by Tompkin. Umpire letting it go. Valentini got the handball out, goes over the top now. It comes to Kelly. Claremont with a huge opportunity. Great bit of play by Wright. Settles for the kick out towards Rayson, leading in the foot race against Ahern. Rayson able to get it out just in time. Dowson goes off the ground, only as far as Bonser. She's able to get it back. Off a step from a tight angle. And it's marked brilliantly by Hutchison in the back pocket. And a whistle is sounded. It'll be a free kick. Looks like it's going to go down the field. Or is it? No, there's a player down in the centre. We're focusing on the boundary line. But there's a stoppage to the game. There's a player down. That does not look good. We'll try and find out who it is and for which team, because the player is with the trainers out there and the stretcher is out as well. So this does not look good at all. We'll find out who it is if we can pick it up. That's always a very bad sight when a player is down. There's a couple of trainers coming onto the ground. That does not look good at all. Well, as the ball was being brought towards Claremont's forward line, we were caught unawares by what had happened. So once we get any information, we'll be able to bring it to you. We'll just find out who it is. Looks like the Peel player looks like she's waving off the stretcher, and it looks like it is a Peel Thunder player, and oh, that does not look good. That's Jade Hall in her first league game. That is heartbreaking stuff right there. You got to feel for Jade Hall being elevated to the main squad. Always a great moment in a young footballer's career, and then having to suffer a very serious injury. She's not able to put any weight on that left leg. And I'm only assuming, just judging by it, might be an ACL or something. I can only speculate. But that is really bad news for the Thunder. And you ought to feel very sorry for Jade Hall. First league game, as I said. And she suffers a real cruel heartbreak, being taken from the ground with a very serious injury. No doubt that'll be the big story coming out of this first half as she gets a round of applause. As off camera she's being taken from the ground, waving off the stretcher and being assisted by the trainers, making her way back to the rooms. Well, we do wish Jade Hall all the very best as she makes her way to the rooms, but that's a real big blow for the Thunder. Real rising star in prospect, and she's been taken from the ground in her first league game. It's over the boundary line on half forward with 4.5 minutes remaining on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. If you've just logged into our broadcast on streamer.com.au for the first time, it's Claremont leading by 30 points. Ritchie in front, fists it away. Bilsich has been one of Peel Thunder's best in the first half. Puts her head over the football, wrapped up in a good strong tackle. It'll be a ball up. Tackle was by Claudia Wright, who too has had a major impact in this first half thus far. Ritchie ran into a brick wall of Thunder players who closed her in on that tackle. It'll be a ball up. Evans runs into Harkin. Bilsich, well done by Bilsich, got the handball to the running Dowson. Dowson's kick goes only as far as Kelly goes inboard. Harkin. Harkin will retreat towards the defensive side of centre, where Tompkin stands for the mark. Taking it to the corridor now of the Tigers. Harkin Driving ball. It was a low trajectory kick. Peel Thunder with some numbers out the back. Handball comes from Grove to Bradshaw. And now Dowson. Dowson takes play across the ground. Goes looking for Britton. Well done there by Britton. Won the contest under tremendous pressure. Her kick is marked by Bonser. Gets around the would-be tackler in Jones. Lovely play by Bonser. Finds Moe. Moe, high ball. There's a free kick. There's a free kick down the field. Moe was cleaned up as soon as she kicked it. And will be relayed down the field. And there's another player down. And it looks like it might be Moe. She did get cleaned up as soon as she kicked it, but she is down on the ground. And now the trainers have been called onto the ground for a second time. And there'll be another delay in this game while the trainers are looking after Amali Moe. So first we had Jade Hall being taken from the ground. And now we've got Amali Moe in a little bit of discomfort at the hands of the trainers. So as Amali Moe was able to take possession and kick off a couple of steps, she was cleaned up by her Peel Thunder opponent. She's being taken from the ground, being assisted from the trainers. And she's able to put some weight on her right and left legs, a little gingerly, maybe a little bit more on the left leg rather than the right. So might be an issue with her right leg. We can only speculate, but Amali Moe, another young face of the Claremont side, only her 8th game, and now she's being taken from the ground at the hands of the trainers. So that'll be the big story from this first half. Peel and Claremont suffering major injuries for 2 rising stars. Of course, Hall in her league debut, and Amali Moe in only her 8th game. So as Amali got cleaned up, the free kick was paid. So Peel Thunder opponent went in a couple of steps too late. It'll be taken by Adele Arnott. She kicked the first goal of the term 5 minutes in. This to make it 36 points from 35 metres out. She kicks, and she kicks truly. So Arnott has 2 goals. And Claremont, despite the last few minutes, they've been able to maintain their focus and composure across the ground. As we see on the replay, Arnott, that was a lovely kick for goal. She's got 2 in a row. She's in a terrific run of form up forward, having kicked 3 last week in that win over Subiaco. And she's now kicked 2 on the stroke of half time, as the siren will sound. In fact, it won't. With these delays in the game, there is a stop on the clock. So we'll have a couple more minutes of game time. Rucks go at it. Harkin. And the umpire spotted a high tackle. And the free kick will go the way of Jamie Harkin for Claremont. Spectators shouting 50, but they won't get it. Driving ball into dangerous territory. Going up there was Gilby. Evans dispossessed. Coucher goes in hard, but he's met by a wall of Tiger tacklers. One of them there was right. It'll be a ball up. Evans palms it down. Bilsich put her head over the football. Beaten to it by Wright. Went to the well one too many times. Sexton pins her for holding the ball. Sexton across the ground. That's a good pass, and it finds Britton. Britton's kick to a one-on-one. Bilsich under pressure. Good spoil. Wright. Ritchie. And now Nichols has someone going past for the handball. It's Harkin. Gets through the traffic with class, does Harkin. Goes towards full forward. Intended for Rayson. 2-on-1 here. The Tigers with the numbers. O'Donnell going in hard. Well done by O'Donnell. McKinley, a good solid effort there as well with the tackle being backed up there by Hutchison. Racing in front position. Spinning out of trouble was Rudler, but she ran into a brick wall, and that's holding the ball. Had a couple of opportunities to dispose of it, but Gilby has got the free kick. Gilby gets close to the player on the mark, but she's kicked the goal. So Gilby kicks her first goal, and we have played some 22 minutes of this second quarter. Claremont continuing to press on. 6:42, and there goes the siren. A couple of extra minutes played in that second quarter as a result of those stoppages for the injuries sustained by Hall and Moe. It is Claremont leading 6:42 to Peel Thunder, no score. The Thunder facing a real litmus test, as we mentioned in the pre-game, and so far it's proven such. But they've had a couple of positives to take into the half, but it's going to be few and far between, because with the margin that Peel Thunder face at half-time, Claremont looking the goods once again for 7 wins out of 7. Half-time here at Revo Fitness Stadium. It is Claremont 6:42. Peel Thunder yet to score. Back with the second half shortly.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. This for my headers. Listen. Ooh, back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Dramatic victory. A goal on the siren.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Plays along the ice into the net and scores. Gets the team off to a flyer. Giving it everything. It's a great goal.
And the celebration carries the extraordinary upset.
Goalkeeper again came up big. To take the win here in the King of the Hill. Brought up for the Cookie Monster. Heavy hit and shoulder there. One was for Essex.
An amazing win.
Oh, what a goal that is!
Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. Free than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free, freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free, freer
victory. A goal on the siren.
Oh, now goodness gracious me. Plays along the ice into the net and scores. Gets the team off to a flyer. Giving it everything. It's a great goal.
And the celebrations have begun. Extraordinary update.
Goalkeeper again came up big. To take the win here in the King of the Hill. Brought up all the Cookie Monster. Any different shoulder there. One was for Eshin.
An amazing win.
Oh, what a goal that is!
What's poppin'?
Who you a
Brand new
fool for
whip,
this?
just hopped in. Just hopped in.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. This for my headers. Listen. Ooh, back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Welcome back to Revo Fitness Stadium. We're about to get the second half underway in this game between Claremont and Peel Thunder, round 8 of the WAFLW competition, heading towards the halfway mark. And it is the Tigers leading by an impressive 42 points over the Thunder. They have yet to hit the mark at this stage in the game. There is no doubt that Peel Thunder will want to go into this second half with a more aggressive frame of mind. They struggled to get those repeated entries inside 50 in that second quarter. And they just need to find those avenues to goal to have any momentum heading into the final term. Obviously, the third quarter always a key for any side that is struggling against a real impressive team like Claremont. Of course, Claremont unbeaten in the competition with 6 wins out of 6. Leading possession getters, Emily Bonser with 14, Julia Kelly and Claudia Wright also with 14 for the Tigers. Jamie Harkin with 13. Ebony Bilsich with 12 and Greta McKinley also with 12. Goal kickers for Claremont. Adele Arna kicked two in a row in the second quarter. Gilby, Wright, Harkin and Valentini getting single goals for the Tigers. But the big story out of that second term were serious injuries sustained by Hall and Moe. Jade Hall in her league debut for Peel Thunder, and Amali Moe also suffering an injury late in the second quarter. Those were the big stories out of the first half. Third quarter, all thanks to the West Coast Eagles, foundation partners of WAFLW. Third term underway, Claremont in a dominant position. They lead by 42 points. Rucks go at it. Evans knocks it down. Running onto it is Fenton. Got an unkind bounce. Picked up by Harkin. Able to get the handball away to Kelly. Loops it over the top to Bonser. Able to tidy up the fumbles. Out to Tompkin. Tompkin shuttles it out to Bonser. And now Garlick gets onto the right foot. A floating ball. It's a dangerous territory. Knocked off the ground by Rulin. Keeps it in front. Goes off the deck a second time. Pressure now on the Tigers here. Thompson hurries the kick towards the goals. It's bouncing. It's rolling towards goal. Ortlip needs to go after it. She got hands to it. On Ortlip. She might have just got it through for a behind. She does. What a brilliant second effort by Claire Ortlip to save us what would have been a certain goal for Peel Thunder. And that's the first score of the afternoon for the Thunder. Claremont able to steer the ball from half-back towards the corridor. It's marked by Ritchie. Now switch it out wide. Marked brilliantly there by Sexton. Centering ball. It was a dangerous one, but Fenton able to swoop in. Was touched. They get it out to Dowson. Dowson's kick was a bit of a wobbler. And now on half-back, Ritchie gets it off now to Kelly. Kelly's kick, bouncing ball. Artlip. Oh no, that's Ortlip. Arnott, rather. Arnott under a bit of pressure, worried out of it. The Thunder again recover possession. High floating ball at half forward. Umpire says play on. Ritchie, handball intercepted by Fenton. Over the top. Jones soccers off the ground, but Orm able to meet it. Step too far, according to the umpire. Too many steps. Well, Orm was pinged by the umpire, taking too many steps as she had possession of the football. Free kick goes the way of Jones, who sets it up to the hot spot. Spilling the mark there was Kelly. Well done by Harkin, swooping in from the side. Mopping up the loose handball. Orm goes with a long, searching ball down the line, but that's a great mark in that one-on-one by McKinley. McKinley goes with the right foot. Unable to trap it there was her Thunder teammate in Jackman. Claremont looking to repel. They're able to with a clean pick up by Gilby. Gives it off to O'Donnell. Her kick off hands. Going after it is Arnott. Arnott dispossessed. Comes out the back to Coucher for the Thunder. Handball under a bit of pressure. Tackling by O'Donnell, not enough to win it back for the Tigers this time. It's Savannah Ahern, goes down the line, and that's a good mark taken by Jackman. Jackman has started this third quarter well. Down the line. Terrific mark there by Kelly. She too has started this third quarter well. Centering kick, it's dangerous. And it's Unke Grove who marks inside the centre square. Huge chance here for the Thunder to finally inflict some major scoreboard pressure, which they've struggled to do in the first half. Grove sends it long. In front, Ortlip spills the mark, but tidies up the fumbles. Will send it long. Searching ball. Peel with some numbers. Claremont are able to even it out. Sexton through the traffic with ease. Handball was a dangerous one. Bilsic was under pressure. Good shepherd too by Evans as Spilsic spears it towards half forward. 2-on-1 here in the Tigers' favour. It's out to Orm. Orm goes across the ground, and with the mark is Webb. Webb, searching ball. In front there was Evans. Couldn't complete the mark, goes after the loose ball. Lays down a very strong tackle, and it'll be a ball up. Ritchie in front position, taps it out to Harkin. Goes over the top to Valentini. Kicks across the ground, and Orm takes the mark. Working it to the corridor here, the Tigers. Harkin. Handball was a bit hesitant this time. Good tap on by Bonser. Back to Harkin. Will go over the top to Bonser. Throws the ball onto the right foot. Arnott brought to ground in the tackle. She could be in trouble here. The umpire hasn't taken a step forward. It's holding the ball. Arnott deemed to have dragged it in. Thunder have started this quarter pretty well at the moment. They've won a lot more of the possession, but they're still facing the pressure on this ruthless Claremont side. O'Donnell with the big fly, couldn't reel in the mark. Orm, long handball. Harkin, here's a chance for the Tigers. Bonser kicks high and long towards the pocket. Rayson, unable to take it on the half volley. Coucher goes across the face of goal. Britton spills the mark, but has a little bit of time and space to keep it alive. Throws the ball onto the boot. Nichols couldn't take it on the half volley. Ritchie, Kelly, and now Nichols pops it to the hot spot. Players going up. One of them is Coucher. Fisting it away is Hutchison. Rayson, sweeping handball. Brilliant hands to Harkin. Gets it on the boot. Unable to pick up the clean mark there was Arnott. Struggling for space. Claremont players collide. Rayson, handball off hands. Peel Thunder doing everything they can to keep this ball alive. McKinley laying the tackle alongside Coucher. Rayson forcing the stoppage. Will have a ball up inside the Tigers 50. Be another ball up. In fact, a free kick will go the way of Peel Thunder. It'll be Riley Fisher. Fisher takes play across the ground and in from the side. Gilby with the spoil. It'll be a boundary throw-in. Thrown in inside the 50. Fisher, loose handball. Bilsich can't break free. It'll be a ball up inside the 50. Bilsich gets boot to ball. Out towards right centre wing. Leading in the foot race there was Evans. Kick favours Rudler. Taken in the tackle, holding the ball. Rudler pleading her case with the umpire, but to no avail. Play on, says the umpire, as Kelly centres the kick out towards half forward. Awkward bouncing ball, waiting down at the back is Ritchie. Quick hands to right, gets through the traffic from 40 metres out. It's a floating ball in towards goal, and as missed. .43 plays one, the margin's back to 42 points. 12 minutes remaining on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard as Dowson chips short and finds Bilsich. Which you should see, just telling the players, just settle things down now, control the tempo. Out the back, Fenton running back with the fly to the ball, takes a brilliant mark. Releases Fisher. Fisher goes in board to the one-on-one and in front with a great mark on the chest is Caitlin Hayes. Hayes played her 50th game last week. A couple of weeks ago, rather. Peel Thunder again working their way out of the contest. Bilsich, long ball towards half forward and a terrific mark by Kelly. Mismatched there in that contest against Rudler, but used her strength to great advantage, but the kick undoes all the work. Intercepting that one is Fisher. Elects to take play to the corridor. This is Grove. Grove elects to go across the ground to the near side, and it's Britton. Claremont forcing Thunder to retreat a little bit here, but they've found their way forward again, do Peel. Bilsich hurries the kick, picked up brilliantly by Fenton. Chips it short, taking it on the half volley. There was the Peel player in question. Pulls it high towards the 50. Laying the tackle there was Evans. stopping Maynard in her tracks. It'll be a ball up. Ritchie and Evans. Orzul. Orzul will get it back. And now Harkin playing a pivotal role on the ball. Centering it towards the face of goal, and it is Maynard who marks. Maynard across the ground, marked by Tucky, and releases Nichols. Had the bounce but didn't come off, but she's able to tidy up the fumble. Spots a target up forward. It's Orme. Takes it on the half volley. Great play by Orme. Releases Nichols once more. Going to ground. No mark by Evans. Play on, says the umpire. Handball into space. Bradshaw picks it up. Gets it across to Coucher. Coucher having to retreat a little bit before she can give it off. Peel's seeing a lot more of the football, but they just haven't been able to find a way to go beyond that forward 50 and find that avenue to goal. That's something they've struggled with across the season, as Wright takes it into a stoppage. Be a ball up just inside play. The 217s will battle it out in the ruck. Ritchie palms it down with both hands. Wright gets on the end of it. Quick hands back to Ritchie. She stood up in the tackle and got it out in time, but didn't get much of it. Bilsic throws it on the boot. Rudler wrapped up in the tackle. And a stoppage will be enforced on left centre wing. Just under 9 minutes remaining on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard, live on streamer.com.au, round 8, WAFLW action. Peel Thunder showing a lot more positive signs in this third quarter. Bradshaw kicks loose off the side of the boot, puts Jackman under a bit of pressure, taken in the tackle by Tompkin. Bradshaw kicks high towards the centre circle. Brilliant pick up there by Kelly, gives it off by hand to Nichols. Nichols kicks high but goes only as far as Dowson, who's had a pretty good third quarter. Dowson signifies that she looked to go long, but she does spot up a target on centre wing, and that is Ahern. Ahern goes across the ground. Mark spilt there by Grove, couldn't tidy up. Garlick. Good kick over the top. Able to wait it well enough for Claudia Wright. We've seen plenty of the football this afternoon. Goes inboard to Webb. Webb going down the centre line. Valentini working it to the corridor at half forward. The kick just over the head of O'Donnell. Coucher gets around the would-be tacklers and takes play across the ground. It's a dangerous kick for Dowson, but got herself in great position going to ground and taking a good mark. Her kick off a step, rather casual, to Fisher. Taken in the tackle by Wright, but got the handball away. But Claremont's pressure really telling once again. Orzul's kick was an ordinary one. It was intended for Arnott, but taking the easy mark there was Ahern. Ahern told to move things along by the umpire. She sends one down the line. It's out of bounds on the full. Centering ball towards half forward. Valentini traps it, gives it off. Kick off the side of the boot, close to the boundary line. Arnott up against Ahern. Arnott putting her head over the football. So too Bradshaw. It's in the back pocket for the Thunder, and it's seen over the line for a boundary throw-in. Both rucks miss it. Going after it is Sexton. Handball mopped up by Harkin. Taken in the tackle there by Hayes, and will have a ball up inside the 50. Tapped out to O'Donnell. Handball over the top to Orme. Orme off a couple of steps, spots up her target in the pocket. That's a beautiful ball. And on a tight angle is Evans. This will be a tough kick. Claremont have struggled for goals in this quarter, but Evans gets close to the player on the mark, Dowson tidies up. Fisher gives it off to Hutchison. Long ball towards half-back. Running with the flight of the ball there was Kelly. Not paid the mark. It's given out to Orsel by hand. Kick just falls short there of Julby. Handball intercepted there by Fenton. Kick is a high one. Taking a good mark just inside play is Ruland. It's deemed to be just inside play, so it's paid a mark. It looked pretty close. Ruland sends it down the line. No options presenting, and it's intercepted by Garlick. Garlick will go inboard into dangerous territory. Going up his right. Gets through the traffic. Racing. Great play here by the Tigers. Got it back to right. Right's handball off hands. Brought to ground in the Fenton tackle. They're wanting holding the ball. Umpire says play on. Garlick mops it up. Pulls it back across the body inside the 50. Searching ball is mopped up by Bradshaw. High ball out of the 50. Webb gets brought to ground. Well done by Rayson. Stood up in the tackle to Garlick. Garlick probing kick inside the 50. In from the side. Hutchison went in with courage. Valentini. In fact, that's O'Donnell, I should say. Brought to ground, and the umpire's blown the whistle. He's found a free kick, and it'll go the way of the Tigers. The free kick will be taken about 35 to 40 metres out by Amy Evans. She took a good mark in the forward pocket, and she has a chance, a second chance at goal. This to increase the advantage to 48 points for the first goal of the quarter. Evans didn't get the distance on it, and it's taken over the line. $43 points the difference. 3.5 minutes remaining on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. Orsel goes up, couldn't complete the mark. Peel with the numbers here, and they're able to win it out here through Sexton. Britton going over the top to Fisher. Britton under pressure, hurriedly gets boot to ball. Coming up to meet it is Maynard. Couldn't take clean possession. She's able to get the handball out from Garlick. Goes with the short pass. Bonser couldn't take clean possession. Hurriedly gets it on the boot. Peel Thunder able to clear, was a searching ball. They had a player at the forward. They're looking to do everything they can to find their way to the 50. There's a free kick. It's going to go the way of Peel Thunder. Held without the football there. That is Jess Ruland. Ruland kicks it across the ground to the near side. Hutchison marks. Spots up a target close to the boundary line, that being Ebony Bilsich. Slowing it down here, the Thunder really taking the Tigers off their game in the third quarter, even though it's still a big margin. Peel Thunder, their slower tempos really taking Claremont off their game for the moment. But they're still able to find a way through the Tigers. Their composure under immense pressure has been impressive this season, and particularly this game, as Orm penetrates the forward 50 with a long ball. It's picked up by Julby, gets boot to ball, it's bouncing, and it rolls through for a goal. That's Julby's second. They had to persevere in that forward 50. Peel Thunder were doing everything they can to keep it alive, but they were able to find an opening across the ground, working it to the corridor. Orm's kick getting to the 50. Gilby didn't get all of that kick. It slewed off the side of the boot, but it dribbled the way that she wanted to, and it went through for a goal. Her second goal of the game, and Claremont's first for the quarter. And they increased their advantage even more on the West Coast Eagles scoreboard. 50 plays won. And that goal came at the 19-minute mark of this third quarter. So as we head to the last minute of the third term, it is Claremont leading by a massive 49 points. The theme this week has been one-sided blowouts. Well, at the moment, we are witnessing one. Getting on the end of it is Fenton out of the centre. Hurries the kick. Goes only as far as Kelly. Out to Bonser. And the Tigers again, their on-ball brigade, working as hard as ever. Harkin spins out of trouble, then gives it off to Webb. Got the kick away in time. Searching ball. Peel players hovering over it. The mark was spilled. Drove, mops up. Coucher with the handball. Savannah Ahern does well, gets it back to Coucher, down to 30 seconds now in this third term. McKinley throws it on the boot, and it's brilliantly marked by Hayes. Well spotted there by McKinley. Been one of the more efficient players in that Peel Thunder back six. Driving ball towards centre wing, floated towards ground level. It's picked up there by Webb. And now Maynard will have the last handball of the third quarter as the siren goes. Bit of a struggle for Claremont to pepper the goals. They did only kick one in that quarter. Peel Thunder only mustering the one behind. But Claremont still have a healthy lead, 49 points here at Revo Fitness Stadium as we turn for home after the break. We'll give you the leading possession getters and all the final term action here on streamer.com.au. Claremont 7-8-50, Peel Thunder one behind. Back with the last term.
Dramatic victory! A goal on the siren!
Oh, goodness gracious me! Plays it along the ice, into the net and scores! Gets the team off to a flyer! Giving it everything, it's a great goal!
And the celebration carried the extraordinary upset.
Goalkeeper again came up big! The Cookie Monster. And he hit the shoulder there. One was for Ashton.
An amazing win.
Oh, what a goal that is!
What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Oh Lord, Jason made another one.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. This for my headers. Listen. Back then wasn't worried about me though. In the gym trying to work on my free throw. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Welcome back to Revo Fitness Stadium. You're live on streamer.com.au. Live WAFLW action. We're turning for home on this Sunday afternoon here in Claremont. And it is the Tigers unbeaten this season. They're looking for 7 wins out of 7. And they have a commanding lead over the Thunder, 7-8-50 to just the one behind. Paul Persig with you in the commentary box on Sunday football. Rounding out another great weekend of waffle football. Not just in the Colts and the league, but also the WAFLW as well. Of course, it's been a theme of blowouts in round 8. We'll go through that in a moment, but we'll show you the possession getters for both sides up to three-quarter time. Emily Bonser and Juliet Kelly each have 14. So does Claudia Wright. Jamie Harkin with 13, Eva O'Donnell with 11, and Kate Orm also with 11, while Peel Thunder had a much better final term, third term rather, despite not getting on the scoreboard with the goals. They weren't able to kick any goals in the third quarter once more. Ebony Bilsich and Greta McKinley each with 12. Evie Coucher with 10. And Holly Britton, Ebony Dowson and Bridie Jackman also with 9 disposals. Looking at the team stats, Peel Thunder have got 30 to 29 tackles in their favour. They've only had 4 inside 50s. That's really been the story of this game. Claremont getting those repeat inside 50 entries and able to get some scores on the board. They've had 23 more handballs as well, the Tigers, and 37 to 26 marks as well. Now we're going to give you a chance now to look ahead to next week's games. Round 9, and it's a very absorbing round, this one, the Anzac weekend, and it is an absolute perler of a weekend of football. East Perth taking on a rejuvenated South Fremantle at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. Swan District's taking on Claremont. That'll be a very interesting contest, that one down at Steel Blue Oval. And then, of course, Fremantle Community Bank Oval playing host to East Fremantle, taking on Subiaco over there. And to round off the day's action, all 4 games are being played on Saturday. It is a Saturday night encounter under the new lights at Pentanet Stadium. It'll be West Perth taking on Peel Thunder under lights over there in Joondalup. Now, that'll be the last chance for WAFLW players to impress state selectors because, of course, history in the making, the first time ever that a WAFLW state team, a fully fledged state team, will play South Australia, their fully fledged state team, at Optus Stadium on May the 4th. So a very historic encounter, that one. No doubt it is going to be a wonderful match between Western Australia and South Australia. Hopefully a decent crowd to support these talented female footballers, not just from Western Australia, but of course those from the state of the Checkside in South Australia, making their way over to the great shores of Western Australia for what is going to be a sensational encounter between the 2 states, Western Australia and South Australia. May 4th is the date, and Optus Stadium will be the place. So round 9 will be the last chance for players of all the 8 WAFLW League teams to impress state recruiters. Of course, the 35-player squad was announced earlier this year. Of course, who's going to make that final team? Well, it'll come down possibly to some performances this week and also in round 9 before the league has a week off for that big state game. Pencil that in your diaries, ladies and gentlemen. May 4 at Optus Stadium. It's going to be an absolute pearler, Western Australia and South Australia. Teams back out on the ground for the final term of this all-important game, all thanks to Kia, movement that inspires. Proud supporters of WAFLW football. It's the Tigers leading by 49 points. Bilsic on the end of it, hurriedly gets the handball to Fenton. Almost got mowed down on the tackle by Wright, but she just got boot to ball. Ruland pulls it back, one-on-one. In front there was Hayes. Roving it out the back is Garlick. Kick slews off the side of the boot. Didn't cover much ground. Putting her head over the football was Jones. Up against her fellow number 32 in Bridie Garlick. We'll have a ball up inside 50. Ritchie in front. Again, Claremont working their way out of the defensive 50. The kick goes to Arnhem. Taken in the tackle there was Wright. Under pressure now are the Thunder once again, but it's mopped up by Coucher. Now they get it out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw centering ball. Getting hands to it there was Evans, and now Bilsic on the end of it. Gets the kick towards half forward. Brilliantly picked up by Ortlip on the burst. Looking to get the handball back from Webb. Socket off the ground, inside the 50. Opportunity for Thompson. Goes with the handball. Hayes can't take clean possession. Stolen brilliantly there by Garlick. Handball almost intercepted by Thompson. Goes along the ground. Rudland. Mopped up, wrapped up in the tackle. It'll be a ball up inside the 50. Claremont able to clear. Goes into the vicinity of Wright. Well played there by Sexton, putting her body on the line. Out to Bilsic, and now Dowson, who combines with Bilsic. Pulls one back around the body. It's high, and it's chopped up by Orm. Orm will go down the line to Bonser. Bonser goes in board, and it's Evans who marks. Evans, searching ball towards centre wing. Going after it is Coucher, leading in the foot race with Harkin. It's going to be a free kick. It'll be Coucher. who's going to centre the ball. That's a good kick, finds Sexton. Sexton working it through the corridor at full stretch. Kate Orme, terrific mark. Orme will go across the ground once more. And Evans again marks on centre wing with the left foot. Kicks to a one-on-one. Even numbers at the contest. Handball out to Harkin. Evans. High ball with the left foot. Claremont with the numbers here. There are 3 around the football. Bonser has some options. Further up forward. Goes over the top now to Gilby. And now right. Just got boot to ball in the nick of time. Coucher with the fist away. Goes to ground not long after. She gets back up on her feet. She's tough as they come as Evie Coucher. Claremont again able to work their way to the half-forward line. Players putting their heads over the football. Garlick got the handball out to O'Donnell. Takes clean possession. Handball out. Under pressure now is Evans. Orme. Over the top to right. Throws it on the boot. Off a step. Out towards the forward pocket. Leading in the foot race is Arnott. Arnott has kicked 2. It comes to Tompkin. Tompkins kick to the tip of the goal square. Rayson couldn't take the mark. Goes after it up against Ahern. O'Donnell hurries the snap. Worried out of it there, and it's going to be a behind. Margin is 50 points. 51 plays 1 on the Kia scoreboard. Dowson goes along the boundary line, finds Sexton, who in turn does likewise, and finds Jackman. Jackman going inboard to a contest with the big fly is Evans. And a stoppage is forced. Ruland was wrapped up in the tackle. Evans knocks it down. Harkin gets on the end of it, gives it off to Bonser. Bonser centering kick finds Orme. Orme probing kick with the big leap there was Gilby, no mark. Free kick, advantage is paid. Coucher, awkward kick into space, but is mopped up by Grove. It's around the would-be tackler. Swings onto the right foot, but only as far as Maynard. Takes clean possession off the half volley. Gives it off to Ritchie, goes short and spots up Bonser. Bonser making a very welcome return. She runs to 50, has her eyes on Rayson. Gets the favourable bounce. Handball intended for Gilby. Well done there by Dowson, keeping the ball alive. Valentini swoops in, dribbles it towards the tip of the goal square. Arnott has her eyes on the goals, but gets mowed down in the tackle by Coucher. But that's a dangerous tackle. That's going to be against Coucher, and I think I'd probably have to go along with that. Arnott did take a bit of a hard impact. And Arnott, it looks like she is okay. And it looks like she'll take the free kick. It'll be about 15 metres out on a slight angle. Del Arnott made to work hard for her goals today. She's been in top form. Kicked 3 last week and has slewed this one to the right. She remains on 2 goals. Margin 51 points. Pure Thunder still struggling to get that avenue to goal. Coucher. Coucher will drop it short. Bilsic going to ground. That's a good diving mark by Ebony Bilsic. Bilsic goes down the line to a contest. Out the back, Bonser. Backed up by Ritchie. Mowed down by Fisher. Wanting holding the ball, but the umpire says nothing doing. Ritchie knocks it down. Orme gets through the traffic. Unable to get all of it with that first kick, but she does on the rebound, but her kick goes only as far as Hutchison. Hutchison out wide, not 15. Coucher has to play on. Centre the ball. Sexton out to Bilsic. Handball was an awkward one. Mopped up by Wright. Hurriedly got the kick towards half forward. Clever tap on by Arnott to the running Gilby. Just got it off in time. Coucher out to Ahern on half back. gives it back to Coucher. Long ball towards half-back. Jackman can't break free from the Tompkin tackle. They're wanting holding the ball. Umpire lets it go. Jackman brought to ground, and it was a high tackle. Jackman just taking one over the shoulder there, and she'll get the free kick on half-back. Jackman gets too close to Tompkin there. The kick was off her hands. Mopped up by Valentini. Gets the handball away to Harkin. Has some time and space. Over the top to Tompkin. Just got the kick away in time. Coucher takes O'Donnell out of the contest, but Claremont still emerge with it. Gilby hurries the kick. Standing over it there was Arnott. Has some options with the handball. O'Donnell, quick kick for goal. She's got it. Signed, sealed and delivered Claremont. Well, it was looking that way for a while, but O'Donnell gets her first goal of the afternoon. And as we see here on the replay, they made it look a little bit hard for themselves, did the Tigers, through what has been, to their credit, a persistent Peel backline. But Arnott able to get the handball off to O'Donnell, who just got the kick away in time and gets her first goal of the afternoon. Claremont continuing to find the goals, and 9 minutes in, it is 58 to just 1 behind.
Tommy, push the other side.
57 points the difference with under 11 minutes to go on the Kia scoreboard. And again, Claremont win the clearance out of the centre. Long ball towards half forward. Coucher can't break free in the tackle. She's going to be pinged for holding the ball. And it's Gilby. Wins the free kick just inside the 50. Got too close to the player on the mark. Right, got the handball out to O'Donnell. Gilby put under immediate pressure by Dowson. Was she held? I think she was. Gilby was held without the ball. And she'll take the free kick inside 50. Ella Gilby, in only her third game for the Claremont League side. Can she put another one on the board? Got plenty of carry, but it won't make the journey. Arnott, good use of the body. Orzel's kick spots Arnott, goes for goal number 3. And that one is well wide, only 1 point. .58 points is the margin. 59 plays 1, 9.5 minutes to go on the Kia scoreboard. Kia movement that inspires. Great supporters of WAFLW as Peel work their way down the line towards half-back. Mark is not paid. Rudler has to play on and is wrapped up in the tackle. We'll have a ball up. Ritchie in front position. O'Donnell hurries the kick towards half forward. Running back with the flight was Evans. Able to keep it in play. Can she get it off in time? She does. Evans with the left foot towards goal and misses. Well, what about the follow-up work from Amy Evans there? She was able to keep it in play and able to run her way towards goal. Just couldn't finish it off. It's a margin of 59 points. Fisher. Fisher in 2 minds. Got it out to Hutchison, who sets one up. 2 are 1-on-1. Britton the intended target. Non-controlling umpire has deemed that Britton was held onto without the football, and she gets the free kick. Britton on the defensive side of centre will drive it down the line towards midfield. Great mark in the 1-on-1 by Evans. As I said pre-game, they've got a couple of good young faces that have got a lot of potential, the Peel Thunder side. It's just all about gelling as a collective unit. Evans' kick is high, but it's in the vicinity of Tompkin for the Tigers. Tompkin looked to go inboard, but She spots up a target down the line, and that is Claudia Wright. Wright goes towards half forward. Evans goes after the loose ball, handball off the hands there of O'Donnell. Seeing it over the line. Well, it's just going to be in play, but only marginally. Wright keeps it in. Webb seen out of play by the Peel Thunder players. It'll be a boundary throw-in on left centre wing. Evans got the knockdown. Racing. Players converging at the coalface. Socket off the ground. Covers around about 15 metres. Garlick. Quick handball to Orme. Finds some space on the wing. Drops it short to Orsel. Orsel decides to retreat to the defensive 50. And it's Webb. Claremont on the way to a massive win, another massive win for them. They'll go 7 from 7 and be the only unbeaten team at the top of the table. They are looking the goods for premiership redemption. Oh, Coucher! Mark of the day, Evie Coucher. Well, she's bringing some terrific highlights for Peel Thunder, and that mark was one of them. Coucher will set it up, high ball towards half forward. 2-on-1, good spoil. Wright just overruns it a bit. Orme, well, that's Kate Orme there. In a good battle there with Gracie Fenton. Will be a ball up. What about that mark by Coucher? That big leap and able to stick the landing. That'll certainly go on the highlights reel, no doubt about it. Racing, gives it off to O'Donnell on the burst. Long ball, it was a searching one. Valentini is able to gather. Gets it off to Tomkin, goes onto the left foot. That's a lovely kick, and running with the flight of the ball is Adele Arnott. She missed a chance for her third earlier, but she's on a slight angle, about 35 metres out. She unselfishly spots up Bonser further forward, and she marks on a little bit of a tougher angle, but it's only about 15 out. And this will be for her first goal, what has been a very good return, having played in the WA Under-18s Academy side over in South Australia recently. They had a big win in their first game, but lost in the second. And Emily Bonser has been on recruiters' eyes. I'm afraid she has hooked that one. It's going to be out of play. Boundary throw in about 25 metres out from Claremont's goal. 4.5 minutes to go on the Kia scoreboard. Evans takes it and gets boot to ball. And with the mark on the chest is Claudia Wright. She's had a terrific game. Launches it from just inside the 50 at the tip of the goal square. Arnott at full stretch, no mark. Mopping up is Evans, and Evans puts it through for a goal. That's her first goal. And Claremont continuing on the punishment this afternoon as they head towards victory number 7. As we check the replay here, it was a long ball from Claudia Wright just inside the 50. They had Arnott going up, couldn't complete the mark, and then going to the back of the pack, Amy Evans able to shark the ball and able to get the boot to ball and kick a very easy goal. 3.5 minutes to go on the Kia scoreboard. It's a massive 65 points. Certainly complete a weekend of one-sided thrashings. Well, with the exception, to be honest, of that South Fremantle-Subiaco game. That one was only decided by 16 points. But apart from that, there's been blowouts aplenty, and we're seeing another one today. Fenton goes off the deck. Players going after the loose football. Harkin was one of them. Gets the quick handball out to Ritchie. Going back there was Bonser. Well played by Sexton. Sexton kicks towards full forward. Going after it is Tucky. Ritchie overruns it. Now Tucky. It's wrapped up in the tackle by Bilsich. And Stoppage will be forced. So Claremont will make it 7 from 7 and continue their unbeaten run in 2024. A very impressive team. Peel Thunder looking for a late consolation. The kick out towards Hayes, and she marks. Almost looked to play on. But Hayes able to mark at about 35 metres out. And this will be for Peel Thunder's first goal of the game. They've remained away from the goals for almost 80 minutes. But Hayes can look to add their first and break the hoodoo. Slow, deliberate approach. From 40 metres out. Hooks that one, and it's another behind. 2 behinds Peel Thunder are stuck on. And they trail by a massive 64 points with just some 90 seconds remaining. 9-12 plays 2 behinds. One minute 20 to go. Coucher in from the side. Spills the mark. It's mopped up by Evans. Handball over the top. Rayson, cleverly done there by Rayson, out to Gilby. Gilby will send it long towards a one-on-one. Arnott in front, but good use of the body there by Ahern. Ahern kicks out towards Britton. Britton under a bit of pressure there from Harkin. Harkin turns and kicks into space. Going after it is Arnott. Arnott goes with a handball out to Bonser. Off a step. Bonser shoots towards goal and just not making the journey by millimetres there. And on the last line of defence, it's Evie Coucher. Coucher will go across the ground, and it's Ahern taking a mark in the back pocket. Ahern with no options presenting, has to drive it long. Hayes! Terrific mark in from the side. Well, Claremont, they've been once again the team to beat, and they've proven so again today. Peel Thunder facing the litmus test as the siren sounds to end what has been an absolutely dominant performance by Claremont. They again have shown everybody that they are the team to beat in season 2024. 7 wins out of 7. And they have defeated Peel Thunder by a massive 64 points this afternoon at Revo Fitness Stadium. 9-12-66 to Peel Thunder, just the 2 behinds. It was a real struggle out there for the Thunder, but some positives no doubt will be taken from this game by coach Ethan Norris and his players. Leading possession getters for the Claremont side first up. Claudia Wright had an impressive 30. Another great game she had. Kate Orme, 29. Jamie Harkin with 28. Emily Bonser with 26. And Juliet Kelly with 25. For Peel, Ebony Bilsich with 27. Evie Coucher with 25, including that sensational mark in the last quarter. Ebony Dowson with 21. Greta McKinley with 18. And Savannah Ahern with 17. Only Claremont kicked goals in this game. 2 goals each to Ella Gilby and Adele Arnott. Claudia Wright, Eva O'Donnell, Amy Evans, Jamie Harkin and Jacinta Valentini only getting 1 goal each as well. And of course, Claremont, they again look the dominant side in 2024. Next week, all 4 games in the WAFLW are on Saturday. East Perth take on South Fremantle. Swan Districts do battle with Claremont at Steel Blue Oval. East Fremantle play host to Subiaco at Fremantle Oval. And on Saturday night, West Perth take on Peel Thunder under the lights of Pensonet Stadium. All games will be live on streamer.com.au. That just about does it from Revo Fitness Stadium. What's been a warm Sunday afternoon, but it's the Tigers running hot. 7 wins from 7. They remain unbeaten. On behalf of all our team, this is Paul Persick wishing you a very good afternoon from Revo Fitness Stadium.